Good morning traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. So today we're going to have a look at the oil. It was probably the big surprise mover on Friday. We're seeing Friday's session there. So prices fell over 4% to the end of the New York session. A couple of things floating around. The Iraqi Prime Minister resigned. Traders are seeing that as an influence. And on top of this morning we've had news come out from Saudi Arabia saying that they're going to push for longer cuts. We also have the OPEC meetings coming up on Thursday. So the general consensus last week, which was basically supporting oil prices, was OPEC cuts and the phase one of the trade deal. So Friday's move's been a bit of a shock to the system, because while we can understand some selling, a move of that magnitude over 4%, 4.5%, is quite a bit of a shock to the system. So are we really trying to work out what drove this? The main, as noted before, the main idea is that it's a bit of a shock coming out of Iraq with the Prime Minister resigning. So with OPEC meetings coming up, we're going to see what comes out of those meetings, if we're going to see longer production cuts as Saudi Arabia pushing for, and is this going to support price and create some demand going back to the market? Because right now we can see that this sort of point from that 55.26 down to 55.20, there is some demand there. We saw demand there on this bar here, and we saw demand there late after the heavy selling on Friday. So it's going down to the 4 hour. We can see it again. That 55.20 point is a little bit more pronounced. So that's the current demand point we're seeing. Possibly could turn into support if we see a buy up out of this area, and that's the area we'll be watching today to see if it does continue to offer support to the current crude market. Just very quickly as well, we just want to touch on the dollar yen. We noticed this morning that it has formed a very small ascending triangle. There's not a lot to it there. It's sort of partially inside that nicer move up we did see last week. The trend is still higher. We have beaten that resistance point. We've beaten this resistance point. So we do have some resistance floating around at this level here, which was tested and has caused the current consolidation to form. So we're keeping an eye on this one this morning. It is a bullish continuation pattern, but we do need to see a breakout, and we'd prefer to see a breakout above this high to give it some more credibility. But keep an eye on that one as well, because that's currently in formation, yet to be confirmed. But it is showing that bulls are basically looking at building a possible continuation there. So look for an extension breakouts above this level. And in crude, we'll keep watching and looking at this building support point here that was once again reconfirmed after that heavy selling on Friday. So have a fantastic week. Until next video, good trading. Bye for now.